Hey, Costa Rican, what's up? No, Ryguy, I don't know anything about that. So anyway, guys, Snacks is in voice chat.
Yeah.
But he's not ready to play games yet, so I'm just going to stream this for a little bit.
Yeah, I've got a couple things I'm doing.
And yeah.
This is the request. You're already working on this one.
Hello, Trickster. You wish to browse the entries? What will you be? Would you like to? This persona has been registered in its. Please take a look.
Popo.
Is this okay? You cannot hold any more personas.
Okay.
Performing a fusion.
So what do I currently have?
May luck be on your side.
Okay.
Hello, Trickster. You wish to browse the entry? Please take a look. Is this okay? You may take it with you. Performing a fusion. It's seems that it can gain new power. Choose which... Is this the... Be born anew.
Wait, what? No, that's not what I wanted. I heard about that, Revrai. Yeah, it's interesting, I
This was
guess.
different than expected.
Oh, you son of a... Okay, I guess we're gonna do that again. I'm trying to fuse personas, and the idea is when you, like, add one persona to another persona, you know what persona you're gonna get. You use, like, a calculator, and sometimes it randomly gives you something else that you don't want, and that's what just happened to me, and now I'm annoyed.
You wish to browse the entries? What will you be registering? Please take a look.
I think I can just buy another one.
Is this okay? You may take it with you. Is this okay? You cannot hold any more personas. May luck be on your side.
Alright, maxed out. Revrai,
Let's get
maybe
to
they
work.
take one of the... They probably take a linebacker or something, right? Or a defensive player. They're pretty loaded on offense, unless they want to take that offensive lineman, whose name escapes me.
Hello, trickster. Performing a fusion? You wish to browse the entries?
I don't think Pitts is going to get to Carolina. I think Miami's going to get Kyle Pitts if he falls that far. I think Atlanta could
Please
get him
take a
too.
look. Is this okay? You may take it with you.
Okay, if this happens again,
Awaken your
rage.
new self. It seems that it can gain new power. Choose which... Is this the... Now, let us begin.
hey, 9,000. Trade up for Pitts. You know, I think Pitts is really good, but why would you trade up for a tight end? Like, I know tight ends are more important now than they've ever been, but trading up in the top 5 for a tight end is... I don't get it. Revrai, if Eric Stokes falls to us in the second round, I am orgasming all over myself. It's okay. Alright.
It's done.
May luck be on your side.
This is the request. Are you double checking the request? Mission accomplished.
Okay, I'm level 38.
Okay.
What's so funny?
Let's get to work.
Just life, man.
Did you just realize your life is a comedy and not a tragedy?
Dude, it's always been a comedy. The thing is,
Here's
it's
what I
on
found.
me. And, just remember that the last laugh is on you.
We live in a society.
Hello, trickster. You wish to browse the... Please take a look. What will you be registering? Performing a fusion? It seems that it can gain new power. Choose which... Is this the... Be born anew?
Oh, Jake, I'm pretty much out of those. He might be Ryguy. Archer, yes, we can, and I think you can make a pretty good argument that we should. I'm not in love with it, but it's a decent idea. If he fits our scheme, which I'm not sure if he does or not. Ryguy, thank you for the $4.99. The best way to describe the Troubles is in Northern Ireland. The Irish were pissed because the British were trying to kill off their culture. Ah, okay. Yeah, I don't know too much about that, but that's interesting.
Well, the foreign policy of pretty much every major nation that was in a process of conquering things, colonizing, creating empires and all that, was to make the world them. You know, so English policy
It
during the
seems
time
that
when they
it
were
can
conquering
gain new
Ireland and
power.
being Great Britain and all that shit was make the
Choose
world
which-
England.
Mm-hmm.
So when they conquered Ireland, you could say, or sorry, when they conquered Ireland, you could say that they were trying to destroy Irish culture and replace it with English culture. But you know, you can't deny that they speak a lot more English in Ireland than they speak Gaelic.
Mhm.
I think it's one of those things. It's like you gotta let it go. Because I say the same thing about this that I say about, you know, like when people screech for reparations. It's all like, look, let it go. Because, you know, the troubles in the
You wish to
UK is
strengthen
more
it?
recent than slavery was. So you can sit there
How
and
much
say there
power
are
will you
people who
add?
do remember in living memory, you know, when that shit went bad. But at the same time, it's like, dude, let it go. Because
This is what you've
obviously,
chosen.
shit's bad. But it's getting better, and it's only going to continue to get better if you're willing to let it get better. You know? I hope that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Jake, I had salmon for dinner tonight. Ryguy, Mitchell Schwartz hasn't signed because he cannot use his back. He cannot even tie his shoelaces right now because he can't use his back. His career might be over unless he can figure out a way to mitigate that. As of right now, I don't think he can play football at all. You kind of need to be able to bend your back and stuff in order to play offensive line.
You wish to strengthen it? You wish to browse the entry? Please take a look. What will you be read? Would you like to... Will you register? This persona has been registered in its present condition. Awaken your new self. It seems that it can gain new power. Choose which... Is this the persona you... Now, let us begin.
I saw a little bit of it, Jake. It seemed fine. I didn't have a ton to say about it. Okay, 9,000. You are trolling, right? Just tell me you're trolling and we'll be cool.
All right.
May luck be on your side.
Oh my god, I cannot believe my game actually crashed. Wow. I've never had a Persona game crash on me like this. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I saw that, Jake. Yeah. That kind of sucks. I was about to save, too.
You know what's weird every time I remember it?
What?
The Chicago White Sox exist.
Hmm.
Isn't that weird?
I mean, Chicago's a huge city, I guess.
Yeah, but see, I know the problem that you're making right now. Is you say Chicago's a huge city, but you're thinking of the Chicago Cubs. I said White Sox.
Yeah, but I'm saying they having two teams is not... You know, them having two teams is not the most unrealistic thing.
I know I'm just fucking around, but it's like, it's the White Sox, dude. Like, when's the last time you've ever seen a White Sox fan? Like, I can't remember that this team exists until, like, you know, I'm watching a game they're playing, and I'm like, holy shit, that's right, they're a team.
I actually knew that, Mask. I knew it was Jacob Hollister, I just wasn't looking at the comments. Okay. Now.
Oh man, did you hear the fucking banger of a home run that fucking happened earlier today? Let me see if I can find it. Pretty sure it was an Angels
request.
pitcher, I think. He fucking cracked that fucking ball.
Oh, Otani.
Hello, trickster.
Yeah. That
do know
was
what you're
like,
talking
Performing a
holy
fusion.
shit, that was based.
You wish to strengthen it? Awaken your new self. It seems that it can gain. Choose. Is this the. Be born anew.
Yeah, the White Sox won a championship 15 years ago. That's pretty weird. When you think about it.
Fucking banger right
You
here.
wish to strengthen it?
Alright.
How much power will you add?
I'm not even kidding. I
This is
fucking
what you
downloaded
chose.
that sound clip and I play it on repeat when I'm trying to drop a deuce because it gets me going, let me tell you.
Again, showing
Dude, can
two
you
for
imagine if
13 with
that
a
fucking
homer
ball
so
had gone
far
foul
on
after
this
how
side of the
fucking
scorecard.
beautiful that sounded?
Okay, here we
First
go.
pitch swinging.
Oh.
And first pitch crushing! Oh, man! Lean into it!
I wish he wasn't so good, but he really is. Son of a bitch. How do the Angels have him and Trout, and they still suck?
You wish to browse? Please take a look. What will you be registering? Will you register? This persona has been registered in its present condition. Awaken your new self.
Someone in chat just asked, Snacks, are you a Padres fan?
It seems that it
No,
can
my
gain
dad
new
is,
power.
but I'm not,
Choose
no.
which.
My family actually was close with Tony Gwynn's family.
Is this the?
It is pretty hard when he died.
Oh yeah, Tony Gwynn. Wow, okay, I kind of forgot about that for a second.
Be born anew.
It's done.
May luck be on your side.
I'll just add this.
Here's what I found. Are you double checking the Good job!
Alright guys, I'm gonna send the calling card.
Yeah!
What is that what you call the technique when your character takes the dog pill?
Yes.
Yes!
Excellent.
Really, Rev Rye? That's pretty funny. I kind of like it though. High school highlights are fun to watch. I remember Brian Urlacher in high school playing safety and just annihilating everyone who got in his way. One second, guys. Alright, that's better.
call you out so late. I wanted to talk to you about Mari-san. It's strange how I couldn't remember Mari-san until now. Even when Hasagawa-san said her name, it didn't quite occur to me who she was. But the moment she called me Haru-chan, suddenly, it felt like a lid popped open in my mind, and my memories came pouring out. I remembered all these things about my childhood, about Mari-san. How could I forget someone I loved so much? I think what happened with my father affected me more than I realized. All the times we spent together, and the moment he passed away, I must have suppressed those memories deep within my heart. At some point, I got used to hiding things away, and I even forgot a good friend like Mari-san. Thanks for understanding. To be honest, I feel like I was running from the past again. A long time ago, I remember tagging along with Mari-san and my father during a golfing trip. I was so happy running around that I ended up tripping and falling. And of course I started crying.
I know that
and all
much,
of a sudden, Mari-san came up to me and said, "Stop crying and get back up." And that shocked me at first because I always thought of her as an extremely gentle person. But because I knew she was so kind, I managed to stop crying and eventually got back up. I remember thinking Mari-san would never say anything out of place. I trusted her completely. At that point, Mari-san hugged me and said, "No matter how many times you fall, you can always get back up and start again. Never forget that." Can you believe it? I didn't quite understand back then, but I think I do now. There's more to good character than kindness. Being good means dealing with the bad in front of you. It means to take a stand, even when all you want to do is run away. To realize nothing will change if you keep ignoring reality. I have you and the Phantom Thieves to thank for that. It's too late to save my father, but it's not too late for Mari-san. This time, I can change things around. I want to tell her exactly what she told me all those years ago. Yes. Thanks for hearing me out. Tomorrow, I'm going to do my absolute best. But for now, good night.
Yeah, Marco does not look good this year. He's getting lit up so far, man. 2 bad starts.
Why is Haru so upset over Mariko Hyodo? I don't have a heart, so it's hard to understand. Why do people try so hard for others? I wonder if I'll ever know. Okay, I'll believe you. It may seem like a simple concept to you, but to me, it makes my mind go But I am humanity's companion. I am here to learn and grow.
Good day, everyone. Are we ready to make Sapporo a paradise's purest snow? Then remember, on election day, please vote Mariko Hyodo!
What is that? A calling card?
Whoa, it's real.
What's going on? Mariko Hyodo, the false empress with a frozen heart. You are a cold manipulator who treats people as tools to be discarded. We find this unforgivable and will end your reign of abuse. In fact, we will take back the desires you stole this very night. This is... thieves, and they say they're going to steal my desires? What a bald-faced lie! Those desires are mine and mine alone! As long as I'm the monarch, I won't let anyone stop me! Very well. I was just beginning to work up an appetite. I wonder what you'll taste like. Perhaps I should gobble you up and find out! Why are you just standing there? Take these wretched things down!
Wait for us, Mari-san. It'll all be over soon.
I'll just add this.
Let's go!
Well then, shall we get back to work?
Oh, this is... We can take this one
Show
by
me your true
surprise.
self.
Yeah, I really hope my unemployment money's coming soon.
Good.
And I don't know if they're still doing some kind of bonus.
Let's go.
They are. Because if they're not, then I'm probably going to get a check for like $200.
Ravage them.
Well, it's enough to survive for a little while, I guess. Don't get said for that. Not as much as you would like, but...
Let's go. Persona.
Like, if
Hopefully.
they took it out of your thing, then it should be pretty cut and dry that it's going to be this, right? Like, this isn't rocket science.
Well, I sure fucking hope so, but...
That was really good, you guys! Okay, let's keep it moving.
What's that? Fire.
No way am I gonna live!
Persona. Ravage them.
Okay, here goes!
Finally. Let up. Finish him off. Strike. Ravage them.
That was too easy. Here's hoping the next one's just as easy. Doesn't look like there's any shadows around.
Yeah, Ryguy, it's a tough scene right now, but it's early in the season. Better it happens now than later, I guess.
I should write something.
Okay, I'll be right back, guys.
No problem.
Alright, we are back. Bang, bang, bang.
Sorry about the wait. We're here to kick ass and...
Silence, you whelp!
Who the hell is she?
That couldn't be... Mari-san?
What on earth happened to her?
I'm guessing this is Hyodo's distorted form.
What do you people want? You had best... best not get in my way! I'm almost there. Only a few more votes and I'll win re-election!
This is wrong, Mari-san. Those votes you gathered by twisting the people's hearts are worthless.
And if you don't stop your tyranny, your staff will collapse one by one. I get why it's hard for you to trust people, but you still have to treat them with decency.
You shut your impudent mouths! I've done nothing wrong!
Yeah, welcome back.
Yo.
Ounce of corruption from my staff by working them
Hold on, I
into
just
the
read
ground.
something about re-election.
I'll silence all charlatans who betray me!
What's going on in the game right now?
Every last vote in the
If
city.
you don't stop your tyranny, your staff will collapse one by one. I get why it's hard for you to trust people, but you still have to treat them with decency.
Okay.
Slurp, you shut your impudent mouths. I've done nothing wrong. Okay, it looks like a couple of superheroes are trying to fight the villain from The Little Mermaid. You said this was a waifu simulator, right?
It is. Well, no, this game is not. Persona 5, the main game is. This is a spin-off done in the style of a Dynasty Warriors game. This is a spin-off.
You ever think 2 bombs wasn't enough?
Build a safe haven, a radiant snow city that sparkles like winter.
Listen to him. When you take away someone's desire, you rob them of their agency, the ability to make their own decisions. So what good does it do to turn your loyal citizens into mindless drones? Isn't it better to let them arrive at their own conclusions? To follow their own hearts?
How dare you lecture me?
In all seriousness, so why are you fighting the villain
Tell
from
her.
The Little Mermaid?
Is she? No, it's... Okay, so there are these villains in this game that have learned how to steal people's desires away from them to make them desire whatever they want to desire. Like, the first villain you fight in this game is a Japanese idol who steals people's desires and makes them obsessively obsessed with, like, buying their merchandise. Like, there were literally some kids who were, like, driving their parents into bankruptcy because all they bought was her merchandise. So you have to go into the cognitive world
Mari-san,
to get them to
say
knock it
goodbye
off.
to the countless desires you stole.
Cognate these nuts.
Because Beauty Thief and the Phantom
That's
Thieves
what I would say to them.
are about to take them back.
Honestly, they're all in my way. This is the last straw.
It does actually look like Ursula, though. I'm feeling it on that one, bro.
It's dinner time, and the main course is
I knew she was going to do something gross, but come on.
The soul world starts getting me down. People are just
what
too
you're doing is
much
wrong.
for
So
me
we'll be
to
taking those desires back.
face.
shut your prissy little mouth.
I climb
What would you
way
know?
up to
I
the top
will
of the
consume all
dog.
who oppose me, no matter who they are.
What is up with Japan and the weird fat people eating stuff thing? Like,
I don't know.
it happens in
I just assume that everything is a fetish. I just
Yes,
assume
it is.
that everything is a fetish.
This is just like one of my Japanese animes. You think love can bloom even on the battlefield?
It's hard to remember what a sign is in the middle of a battlefield. It's opposite over hypotenuse.
I get it. Because Otakon is a virgin. Wait a minute, he's not. And that's a huge spoiler. Spoilers for people who haven't played every Metal Gear Solid game.
Wait a minute. Wait. Who did he have sex with? Because Sunny is not his daughter. It's Jack and Rose's daughter. So who did he bang? Oh! Oh, I just remembered. God, wow. Okay. I don't know why it took me a while to remember that, but I just did. Okay.
And man, I gotta say, looking at this villain's giant tongue, I really think this is a weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
Let me get out. Roger. Quick switch.
I'll do it.
This one's strong, and ice is a no-go. Don't slip up.
You're mine.
Bingo. That skill just now? Perfection. Thank you.
You know, I really think after a year plus of coronavirus and mask wearing and all that shit, people are really not used to even seeing smiles anymore. Because I've been getting told a lot recently that I have a nice smile, and I'm like, you guys haven't seen any in like a year.
Maybe you actually do have one. Who knows?
No, I don't.
Yeah. Persona.
Gotta exploit those weaknesses.
I don't really have a nice one.
Ravage that.
You sicken me. We in big trouble.
Let's see here. Come on.
Okay, this one.
Come back.
There.
Back off.
Okay.
Persona!
Take this.
I'm going too.
Joker got in a follow-up attack. That's a big help.
Fire. This is it.
It's a strong one. Exploit it. He's fully consumed with rage. Everyone,
Let's
keep
go.
your guard up.
You're mine.
Your mind is totally unstable. He can deal massive damage to underneath his attack. How about this? Beautiful combo, Panther.
You got one of me. Yeah, here we go.
Explosive hit. Wow,
It's basically Dark Souls, but anime. It's kind of the gameplay here. It's like anime Dark Souls. I've never played Dynasty Warriors, though, so I don't know how to compare it to that.
Is it the Dark Souls tutorial stuff?
It's the Schindler's List of video games.
Carson's real strong. Watch your back. It's showtime. Go for it, Joker.
Yeah, do you remember that shit?
What I remember is the very first time I had to watch Schindler's List was in one of my high school history classes, right? And my teacher, at the very beginning, when we first started watching it, he said, "Now guys, I want you to know that this is based on a true story." By the time the movie was over, I said to the teacher, "You know what? You only told the truth about one thing. That was based."
Yeah. There was a review. Well, the reference is there was a professional video game reviewer, I think it might have been like IGN or something, that referred to The Last of Us 2 as the Schindler's List of video games. And it was the most over-the-top and melodramatic thing you could possibly say.
Yeah, that's pretty goddamn bad. Hey, maybe you'd have more viewers if you put in parentheses and extra strikers. You'd go, by the way, Salacious.
Maybe.
Succubus.
The Mo Sislak experience featuring Homer.
Okay. With snacks.
Yeah. Snack just sitting here smoking and listening to Tarzan Boy on repeat.
Looking
forever.
cool, Joker.
Da-da-da.
Amazing, Joker. He's
That
really
is
something.
a glorious song.
Why is there a blizzard in here?
And like I said, that was the theme song for when I troll people on the internet. I just listen to that shit. That's why I think it makes me so happy, because it reminds me of better days.
Everyone stay focused.
Son of a bitch. This is bad.
Be careful.
No.
Joker fell back. You gotta patch him up quick.
You're being ignorant, guys. You're being ignorant.
Oh yeah, payback time!
Do you know how men are always leaving the toilet seat up?
That's the based joke.
Oh.
What?
Dude, this monster girl just ate one of my teammates. Like, literally ate him.
Based?
This is like boar fetish stuff, man.
That's disgusting.
You can exploit
Could have gone the rest of my life without having that.
The size of this blizzard. Your lungs must really be something. I'm done hacking the heater to the southeast.
This one. There, okay.
The blizzard has stopped. I'm not done. How about this? Beautiful combo, Panther. Hiccups on here.
Yeah.
Narrator.
Panther's in deep trouble. Watch her.
There.
Thanks.
This one. This one. I'll get them.
This one's strong, and ice is a no-go. Don't slip up.
Rabbit down. Let's go. Take this.
Whoa, that's how you do it. That was great, Joker. Leads out of the battle. Joker fell back.
Oh, son of a bitch.
This'll do. Ha! Thank you. We gotta patch him up quick. You've got that.
Sure. Persona! Rabbit down.
I'm not done. Fair warning. This one's gonna be rough. What's on here?
Yeah.
Need a dispenser here, need a dispenser here.
Want a heater hack?
Let's go. Take it.
Hurry up and turn it on. Let me get that one. Roger. Gobble you up. Please stop it. Hurry, son.
Do it.
I know you're still kind deep down. Hang in there. Defend up. Joker's been frozen. Joker, you're low on stamina. Be careful. Not enough. This one. Learned your lesson. It's a strong one. Exploit its weakness to
You're
curse.
mine.
Oh, nice, Joker. You hit its weakness. Get going, Joker.
Let's go.
Hey, is chat dead or something? I haven't seen anybody post anything in a long
Yeah, no,
time.
chat's just dead right now. I wouldn't be able to respond to it anyway. I have to focus. Sometimes chat just goes dead for a little while. It'll probably come back when we go back to, when I restart it with a new game or whatever.
This one.
Sometimes that's just the way it happens.
People just aren't about that persona life, I guess.
Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not.
It's over.
You know, I didn't get that many viewers on my Seahawks stream earlier today. Less than usual.
Maybe it's just lazy Thursday.
Yeah, here I go. Come on.
hard to say. Speaking of hard.
There we go. There.
I appreciate it.
Watch this.
Oh.
Sure go. Sure. You're mine.
All right, the enemy's attack power's been reduced.
Ravage that.
Great technique, Joker.
Let's go. Take this. This should help.
I have the heater to the southwest.
Persona.
Use it to stop up the blizzard.
Oh crap! I forgot I was playing something. I think my PS4 shut down a while ago.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're playing the show?
Yeah.
Time.
Trying like hell to win a Cy Young, but like it's really hard, man, because I'm playing on the highest difficulty. So I can have legendary fucking stats, and just because I'm on the highest difficulty, they're like, okay, yeah, I have like 2 or 3 guys who are also shattering every known pitching record just to make it difficult for you. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Do you do a lot of simming in the show in order to get through a season?
No, I play every game because like it's not that much. Either you're playing as a batter, in which case you play like most games through the season, but it's really fast.
Okay.
Right.
Or you're playing as the pitcher, in which case the games are way longer, but you only play like maybe 30.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
not a big deal.
Okay. Persona.
Besides,
Counting on you. I'll do it.
training doesn't help increase your stats enough as much as just playing does.
Oh, really?
So you kind of just have to play, at least for this game. Like, I don't know how things could be different. You know?
This one. There. This one. Okay. Sorry. Okay.
Like,
I'm going too.
my batter that I'm playing as right now, first baseman, got called up way too fast. So I'm sucking ass because like most of my stats are still in the 50s and 60s. But I was crushing it in fucking AAA, so I lasted like maybe 20 games before they called me up. Because the team sucks ass. So they're like, yeah, sure, let's fucking call this guy up.
Yeah. That happens sometimes. It happens in real life too sometimes.
I remember the Mets had this like fucking stud pitching prospect. And they called him up way too fast. It basically shattered his confidence.
Mariners do it all the time. They do it with Mike Zunino. It's really frustrating when it happens too.
Oh fuck! I just hit him a double man.
Oh yeah, payback time.
That's another thing is like my batter's eye stat is also so low, like it's in the 50s. And even if you're trying to use showtime to get like a perfect hit opportunity, when it's that low, like the thing lies to you, you know?
Yeah, it's really frustrating when you keep flying out at the track because you just don't quite have enough power to get it out.
Yeah, you're
That's
like
like the most
one or two power stats just shy. That happens to me all the time, constantly also.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Like a guy gives you like a fucking hanging changeup right in the wheelhouse and you can't even crush it. You fucking pull the shit and you still can't get it out. It's like, are you kidding me? God. In spite of all that, I still somehow lead my team in RBIs.
Yeah. Are you in the majors?
Yes, right now.
Who are you with?
Well, considering that I don't want to mention what team it is, but I do keep mentioning how much they suck, I'll give you 3 guesses.
The Marlins?
Yes.
Wow.
Persona, you're mine.
Yeah, I don't know how or why, but they actually traded for me in AA after like 10 games.
Huh. Can you demand a trade?
No.
Let me get that.
Did I just strike Brendon? I didn't even realize I was on 2 strikes. My bad.
Be ready for anything. Appreciate it.
Sure.
I'm just like constantly going 1 for 4.
You're mine. I'm going too.
You forgot his follow-up attack.
Persona!
Take it away, Panther. I have to heat her to the southwest. Use it to stop up the blizzard. Thank you.
This is bad.
Joker felt that.
Fuck.
Got attacked too.
Oh yeah, payback time! Here I go!
I keep going 1 for 4, but I am at least on a 14-game hitting streak.
Yeah, I've had those stretches.
It's like I'll get 1 hit, but that's it.
Cannot be. If I fall, what
Oh,
kind
I
of
fucking
monster?
crushed that one. Oh, not quite out of here. I'm like 5 feet shy of being out of here.
Yeah, that's the most frustrating.
Yeah. And, you know, speak of the devil, it was a meatball of a slider. Fucking left that shit right in the fucking center of the old wheelhouse. Perfect timing and everything. I'm like 5 feet shy. Fucking took it opposite field, still don't matter.
Wait,
They dropped up.
not yet. I won't let it end this way. I need to wipe out all of Sapporo's injustice.
Please stop. Haven't you done enough?
What?
You're a kind
Just
person,
get
Mari-san.
outside. Try to
And
hit
I
the
know
corner.
you've tried to shoulder all of this alone. The staff member who took bribes, the councilman who tried to set you up, even the girl who died in the accident.
I haven't seen play this embarrassing
Each of
since
these
the days
things
of Bob
grieved
Uecker.
you.
This is
And in
Bob
order to
Uecker
make a
signing
city where
off.
none of it could reoccur, you took action as you saw fit. Am I right?
As the mayor, I know very well that little girl's death is ultimately my fault.
You know what's surprising to
My
me?
staff
Ryan
second,
Braun.
one second.
Oh,
all for their insatiable greed.
there we go. He's out. Oh, never mind. Pulled him off.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
Okay. 15-game hitting streak. Well, I said it's hard for me to believe Ryan Braun is still in the league. Like, I remember when people were like, "Oh, Ryan Braun, he's so good. Someday he's gonna be the best player in the league," and all that shit. And then it turned out that he was juicing.
Yeah.
I thought I could leave that
Fuck.
awful position behind. Unfortunately, it wasn't as simple as
One
that.
thing in the
Had
show
I
that
gone,
annoyed me
I'd only be
was
replaced
that,
by
especially at
greedy
lower
scum.
levels,
That's why I set
95% of the
In this
pitches you
world,
face
it's
are
either
in the
eat
zone.
or be
Like, you just have to be swinging.
With circumstances so
Yeah.
cruel,
It's really
I
hard to work
decided
like a
I'd
10
be the one
pitch
to
at bat.
lead. Even if every last one of my votes were
Well, the one that
false,
gets me
at
is
least I could use them to make the world a better place. But if I was
the
the
pitches that
place's
they're
mayor,
throwing that somehow
who would
manage to be
there
in the
to
zone
honor
are
that
like
little
completely
girl's
unhittable.
memory? Innocent girl
Sitting there
lost
like,
her
how
life.
the hell? Some of these guys are 12-6 curves,
It's
and
not
these
too
are like
late to set
shitty
this
pitchers
right.
too.
First,
But the
we
only
must
reason
tell
it's
the people
unhittable is just
everything
because your
that
stats are so
happened.
low.
Then can you
Like,
get a
you,
fresh
the
start?
player, aren't doing
But
anything
this
wrong.
time,
It's
on
just
your
that your
own.
character isn't good enough.
That would be.
And I'm like, you know, that's kind of fucked
I
up.
cooperated with those awful men to hide the truth.
Yeah, I heard about that
Way I
drop
could
off.
continue
Yeah, I'm gonna
being
do
mayor.
this to make sure that
There's
never appears
nothing
again.
I can do.
Yeah, that's one of the unfortunate things you have to do also when you're like when you're low
Are you
level
just
player.
going to stay knocked down? You are a kind and strong woman, not someone who collapses over mistakes. So stand up and
No
hold
idea
your
what's
head up
happening.
high, because no matter how many times you fall,
You gotta
always
go
get
through
back up
the
and start again.
player building drill things. You gotta
Yeah.
pick stuff just to make sure that it never shows up again. Just be like, okay, this is a waste of a fucking opportunity. You know, raising my max cap on things that don't matter. It's like I'm a
Yeah.
first baseman, so it's not like, yeah, let me raise my fielding stat. That matters.
Last time I watched somebody do a Let's Play of Road to the Show, There were these drills where like you would do like the running through the ladder thing, and you would do like yoga, and it looked so stupid because you could make your dude trip over every single ladder rung, and it would look like they didn't even know how to walk. And it's like, this dude shouldn't even be in baseball. This dude shouldn't be allowed to go outside his house.
There's an easy double play right there. Fuck that up.
Yes.
Anyway,
You said that to me a long time
like,
ago. Even if you told
I'm
the
a
people
first
the truth
baseman,
about the
and
incident,
it's like,
there
okay,
are those
here's
who would still
here's
see
a
the good
useless
in you.
drill that you have
Don't
to
let
get
your
rid of.
position
Is
ruin
fucking
you.
maxing out
Think
your
back to what
arm
you stood
strength as a
for.
first baseman.
She's right, Mayor. You can't give up.
If you tell everyone your side of things,
So I'm like, okay,
they'll
I
listen.
have to do these so that they never
When my
show up
father
again,
died,
so that I raise
I
my
felt like my
chances that I
heart was
get
going
like
to
raised
break.
max power
But thanks
cap,
to the Phantom Thief,
raised
I
batter
was
vision
able to
cap,
stand
you know, shit
strong
like
and
that.
move forward. That's why I know you can too. Remember the part of you
It
that
also
wants to
sucks.
get back
Once you
up,
hit like
no matter
5
how
home
many
runs in a
times I
season,
fall.
Yes.
you just never receive
right.
another pitch that's
Thank
higher
you.
than crotch level. Like,
What I've done.
every pitch you will ever get ever
was
again
wrong.
is
I
like at
drove
least
my
mid-thigh or
opponents to the
below.
brink.
So then, like, when I do get a pitch that's higher in the
I'm
zone,
so
I like
driven
don't
by
believe
my
my eyes
personal
at first,
agenda,
so then I
I
swing late
lost
like I just
sight
did.
of how
Yeah.
original
Because I'm like, I just got 5
and
straight
why
breaking
I
balls
ran
at
for
the
mayor
knees, you know?
to make
Then finally here comes right in the perfect fucking spot for me to swing at, and I'm all like, is that gonna drop? Oh no, it's a fastball. Well, fuck me, too late.
Take another step. I won't make this mistake.
I remember reading that Barry Bonds' eyesight was so good he could actually see the laces on the ball when it was being pitched at him. He could see which way it was spinning and how fast it was spinning.
Did he inject the steroids into his eye?
No, I think his vision was legitimately that good.
Oh,
That was
okay, I
just
guess that makes
him
sense.
winning the genetic lottery. Remember, Barry
like-
Bonds was an incredible player before steroids.
Yeah, he was the best of the roided up guys, so I don't understand why people hate on him for the roids, because it's all like, well, everybody else took steroids and he was just better than them. I like that one video that's like, what if Barry Bonds, what if pitchers only knew Barry Bonds' stats and they didn't know who it was? So it's like Barry Bonds without a bat just standing there. What are the odds that...
Yeah, basically the pitcher... No, that video is... I've seen that video. It's the pitcher doesn't know that he doesn't have a bat. So
Yeah,
the
something
pitcher
like that.
is going to pitch at him the same way they would as if he had a bat. And basically, like, you know, he would walk incredibly often because pitchers were so afraid to give him balls in the zone.
Yeah.
And his batting eye was so good.
I never needed this power from the start.
Yeah, that was it.
Haru-chan,
I like that
you've
video.
grown so much. Your father must be so
But I think
happy.
it's weird, you know, because, like, you look at guys like Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa, Jose Canseco, they don't get as much hate as Barry Bonds does. And I'm like, well, Barry Bonds is better than they were.
Well, Barry Bonds was also a little more of a prick about it. Like, Barry Bonds was, like, denying the fact that he did it. Even as he was basically growing a second forehead. Hey, Ethan, what's up?
Yeah.
Like, he was like, I'm not doing no steroids. They can test me every day if they want to. And his forehead is twice the size it used to be.
Sammy Sosa did so many steroids, he turned himself white doing that, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That
Didn't he
took us
cork his
quite a
bat
while.
too?
Haru,
He may
you
have, I
were
don't know.
fantastic.
I totally fucked that one up.
It was only because you were all with me. But I do wonder if Mari-san will be okay.
I'd say so. Her shadow disappeared
Rest
like
in
they always
poopy
do.
my hitting game
Yeah,
streak.
your feelings
Fucking
definitely
left-handed
reached her.
pitchers.
I'm sure her heart has changed
It's
for the
always
better.
so hard.
Well, I guess this wraps up the mission.
Better than a priest at a
Still need to
playground.
confirm that the citizens are all
Jesus
back to
Christ,
normal.
dude, that's pretty
It'd be
fucking
nice if we could do that right away.
Can
hard.
we grab something to eat first? I'm hungry enough to pass out here.
He has a point. Battles can't be fought on an empty
My
stomach.
contact stats
battle's
legit are in the
already
50s.
over,
I'm like, I got
but
called
still.
up way too
Hey,
soon.
can
dude.
we
I
try
needed
Genghis Khan?
I needed,
That
like,
delicious lamb barbecue dish?
a long time to build
That's a
up.
must in Hokkaido.
What?
I mean,
thought we were finally getting lobster hot.
my other longest
Since when did
tenured
we decide
game that I
that?
did as a hitter
Why would
was
we when it's so damn hot out?
But
playing
if you
as
think about it,
fucking
isn't Genghis Khan also
third
sorta like
baseman for the
Hawkeye?
Texas Rangers.
Rafael
And
Palmeiro?
No, but I was like crushing shit like all the fucking time, dude. I was going off. And I spent 2 years in AAA, so by the time I got called up, my power was already in the high 80s, and like my batter's eye was maxed out. So I'm like, hell yeah, dude! I got to get to the majors, and I was taking off like immediately.
Yeah, that's the dream, but that never happens to me in AAA.
Yeah, like this time it's weird, you know, because fucking I got called up after 20 games.
Yeah, that happens a lot to me.
Right, easy
No
pop
way.
up right there. There goes
Isn't
my
it
hitting
supposed
streak.
to be barbecue?
Well, cooking Genghis
Unless we go
Khan
into
does
extras,
require a
I don't know.
utensil called a Genghis Khan pot.
No, we don't go into
And
extras.
You can't barbecue in a pot.
Yeah, well.
Guy right after me at the top of the ninth hit a home run. Easy peasy.
Drop Top, I have not bought MLB The Show yet. I'm probably going to buy it this year, but I'll buy it whenever I get a PS5, and I don't have a PS5 yet.
Ha! I figured as much. Then to lobster hot pot we go.
Why?
Okay,
what even is
finally.
this
Alright,
conversation?
I'll be back a little later.
Okay.
Hey, was that a smile just now? Yeah, straight from Sapporo, it's Beauty Thief's award-winning smile.
I'm relieved too. I thought you might be weighed down by all that's happened.
Indeed. She was so weighed down that she met up with our leader for a private midnight chat.
Huh? Were you watching?
I don't think Marco's going to become a stud. I'm much higher on Dunn and Sheffield for some reason, but I think Marco was already in his prime last year. Yes, Ethan, we're talking about MLB The Show.
All right, so Sophia?
Sorry. Okay, I've got it.
Is this a joke?
What? Everyone seems pretty normal to me.
Their fanatical support for Mariko Hyodo appears to have died down.
I'm glad they're back to their senses. What a drastic change. Just goes to show how powerful a monarch's influence can be.
hey, guess what? Hyodo-san's holding a press conference right now.
Thank you all for taking your time to gather here today. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to share with everyone. As of today, I will be resigning from office. I do not intend to seek re-election either. During my time as mayor, I've betrayed all of your trust. You may think of me as a mayor who's earned your trust, but in truth, there's plenty that I'm ashamed of. The snow sculpture that collapsed was built by an unscrupulous company that bribed one of my staff. In spite of my responsibility, I neglected to see the finer details and went ahead with the construction. As a result, the sculpture ended up collapsing, and a girl's precious life was lost. Furthermore, I've been garnering votes I didn't deserve in order to... Furthermore, I elected to cover up the truth, all so I could save my position.
No, Ryguy, why the hell would I do that?
I betrayed everyone to protect myself, and covered it up by allowing more wrongdoing. I am among the guilty. That little girl, she died because of me. As such, I will have the police investigate the case and offer my full assistance. And again, I will drop out of the election and forfeit my position as mayor.
seems that Hyodo-san's made up her mind.
Yeah, Ethan, I'm a big fan of the show. It's the only sports franchise that I still think has any credibility left. I will probably get the new MLB The Show on PS5 whenever I get around to a PS5. Honestly, the show might be the thing that starts to put it over the edge for me, because the reason why I don't have one is because there's nothing to play on it yet. But you know, we're heading in the right direction now.
I wonder if she'll be arrested. Good question.
Oh, Hyodo was afraid that if she wasn't the mayor, she couldn't protect her people.
She could have told the truth and made her underling take the blame, but she was concerned about other evils potentially lurking in the shadows.
I think this turned out for the best. Mari-san wouldn't have wanted to hide her mistake forever.
Zenkichi is on the line.
Hey, you guys see Hyodo's press conference? Yep, you all did a bang-up job. Really, can't thank you enough. They plan on bringing Hyodo in as a key witness regarding the accident. I knew you'd want to analyze her phone, too, so I pulled a few strings, and now I'm her personal chauffeur. At least as far as the station. If you want, I can open up some time for you to talk to her. Just tell me where you want to meet.
I'm sorry. How could you ever forgive me, Kaho-chan?
Mari-san.
Haru-chan. Listen, there was something wrong with me. It's like I was in a terrible dream. I don't know when it was that my heart grew so cold, but after what you told me, I remembered who I really was inside. When I became mayor, I wanted to protect the city and everyone in it as if they were my own family. I remembered that feeling. Thanks to you, I've finally been able to confront myself, and I realized that I was doing a horrible disservice to that girl. I had lost sight of reality and begun acting self-righteous. Nothing I did was for her sake.
But Mari-san, you were doing the best you could.
No, it's the truth. Had I not realized my mistake, I would have likely continued to hurt even more people. But that's not what Kaho-chan would want. So let me say, thank you, Haru-chan. Thank you for saving this city, for saving my family.
Mari-san!
Your father's recent passing must have caused you so much turmoil. I'm sorry I added to it. But if there's anything I can do for you in the future, any way I can be there, just ask me. I say this because you're a precious part of my family too.
Thank you so much, Mari-san.
Oh.
I'm happy for you, Haru.
I suppose I must get going. Though I am concerned about the state of affairs I've left our city in, I'll leave it up to my successor. An arrogant wretch like me has...
Does that mean you won't be involved in politics anymore?
Yes. I'm too ashamed to show my face in public. And at my age, there are plenty of younger folks who can...
Mayor.
You're...
I saw the news. So you're resigning. And you're leaving politics for good?
That's right. I've promised to step down and never...
You can't be serious! Resigning won't bring her back. In fact, it won't change a thing.
Kaho.
Nothing can change what happened to my daughter.
Hey, shouldn't we get in there?
Hold that thought a moment.
So you can't. You can't just run away. You need to start over and become our mayor again.
What?
When I was weeping with rage and grief, you stood there and cried with me. Instead of running away, you were there when I needed someone the most. I know your character more than anyone.
Ma'am, thank you for sharing your heart with me. Then I promise to both you and your daughter, I would stand back up and become your mayor again.
Mari-san. I don't get it. I know this is a sad moment. Everyone is crying, but it also feels warm and kind. How would you describe this? I see. So that's why Haru helped Hyodo to transform sadness into happiness, recording valuable data. Sophia has learned happiness.
That must have been the mom of the girl who passed away.
You know, it seems like she really understood Hyodo's intentions.
I'm so happy for you, Mari-san.
She reminded me of what Haru said in jail.
Stand up, Mariko Hyodo! Like that? Hey! That was a tender moment. There's no need to reenact it.
Yeah, but you played it so cool back there. It really touched my heart.
Could you please forget it already?
Indeed, truly moving.
You did good, Haru. It really was touching.
Alright. Alright.
Nice.
Ooh, I can invite somebody. Let's go shopping. Hey, Washi.
Hey there, that's soup. Thanks. That's what you're getting. Thanks. We've got. That's a popular carrier. Is that all for carrier? Is that all for? Thank you. Is that all for carrier? Stop by.
Is that all? Thanks a Is that all? Thanks a Is that all? Thanks a Please come back soon.
Hey, Austin.
Take a look. Stop by.
Alright, I'm taking on. Washi, Washi, I'm not playing Call of Duty Warzone. Activision is full of garbage cans who don't know how to lower the price on their games, like, ever. Call of Duty Ghosts is now 8 years old, and the game still costs, like, $50 on Steam or something. Like, put your games on sale once in a while, you... Ugh, I hate it. I'm not partaking.
I'll just add this.
Alright, let's do it.
Let's go.
Activision does not know how to offer their games at a reasonable price. I don't know, Austin. FDR was awful. Ryguy, can you get the very drunk dude out of here, please? Or whatever he is.
Whoa!
Thank you.
Yay!
Oh yeah.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
So I went to talk to Ihde. Yeah, but nothing new came out of it.
Oh, both, Austin. There were a lot of things about FDR that were awful. FDR is the reason why we even have court packing as a conversation topic in today's day and age. Yes, Ryan, I do. I do, Ryan. If we've ever had a president who fancied himself a king, it was FDR. FDR wished he just was like dictator for life and he would have been thrilled about it. Call of Duty Warzone is free? How? Activision releasing something without charging the maximum amount of money they can? Will wonders never cease?
All she explained is that she could control whoever added her as a friend on Emma. Not to worry. I have it with me. Here.
Now that's what I want to see. After reviewing the facts, I've just about confirmed it. Each of these so-called incidents, I think they all stemmed from a mastermind.
Oh? I'm curious as to why you think so.
Wow, this is Persona 5 Strikers. Sean Ebb, top 3 presidents. Eisenhower's pretty good. He might be up there. I mean, it's kind of unfair, right? Like, I guess if you really wanted to pick a top 3 presidents, you would have to pick, like, 3 really early ones because they're, you know, the stuff that happened back then was so much more impactful because the fact that this country even got off the ground in the first place was kind of a miracle. So I don't know, if you're talking about that, you know, of course, George Washington. I mean, I think they basically wanted George Washington to be president for life, and he said he didn't think that was in line with what he thought the America should be about. So, you know, George Washington. Thomas Jefferson, Lincoln, Eisenhower. Bloud came out last month or a month and a half ago.
Kyoto, Natsume, Alice, all 3 were changing people's hearts to do bad things. But deep down, none of them were truly evil. At the very least, they're not the same as the rulers who distorted reality for their own sakes and ended up spawning palaces.
I'd been considering that as well. Before Natsume lost sight of his writing, he was diligently working toward his dreams.
Alice, too. She was doing her very best to be a ray of light and hope for other people.
Mari-san was also striving for the betterment of everyone in Sapporo. Right. They're different from criminal scum like Kamoshida and Madarame, who acted only for their own benefit.
Okay, but how does a handful of not-so-evil
The fact that jails are fundamentally different from palaces provides us a big clue. For starters, jails don't have any treasures for the taking. All we found are people's stolen desires. That means monarchs don't have twisted enough wills to reshape reality and form treasures.
Which would mean that jails aren't created by the monarchs themselves. Someone else must be doing the creating.
Our final clue is the locks on all those bird cages. In order to get to the monarch, we've always had to unlock a door that denies us passage.
I had thought this was just a security measure designed to protect the monarch and the desires held within. But if that were the case, why would traumatic memories the monarch would rather erase be the key to unlocking it?
Given that these are cognitive worlds, maybe it means monarchs think their trauma will protect them.
I find that rather odd. If anything, I would think it's the other way around.
Correct. What if it is the other way around? Why might a door like that exist? Right. I think so too. What if that door isn't to keep intruders out, but to trap monarchs in?
You mean they're trapped?
I thought the monarchs are the ones in charge.
Think about it. What would happen if a monarch tried leaving their cage?
They'd touch the door, and then hear the voices of their trauma?
Exactly. They'll remember what made them so warped in the first place, and stick to their guns as a monarch. And thus, the cycle continues unbroken. The monarchs really are birds in a cage.
Oh, I don't want to play a battle royale
From that
game.
perspective, the shadows protecting the keys inside the trauma cell hold a far more sinister purpose.
No, JFK was super overrated. JFK was not that good. He was, in a way, very lucky that he got killed. If he did not get killed, he would have done probably most of the same stuff that LBJ ended up doing that has him viewed so negatively.
They aren't there to prevent the monarch's trauma from being discovered. They're wardens guarding an elaborate system to ensure the monarch's imprisonment.
Let me get this straight. You're basically saying these monarchs are being manipulated, and by virtue of that, there's somebody doing the manipulating.
How's Hyodo-san's smartphone looking?
Nothing wrong with her phone or the Emma installed, but I did find traces of surveillance. Huh, I'll bet it's the same snooper we keep running into, though I'm lost as to who it might be.
So this observer and our mastermind may just be one and the same.
Yeah, I heard about that, Shawneb.
Anyone have any guesses?
Our first suspect is Medice, the company in charge of Emma. Since you can't get into jails without Emma, I can't write it off as mere coincidence.
Medice, huh? Too bad we can't just storm their headquarters.
You mean the cops can't actually do that?
Of course not. How could we even put out a warrant on them? By saying they go around turning people into monarchs?
You have a call from Ichinose.
Okay, let's see.
Hi there! Sorry for the relative lapse in communication, but I did turn up some info that I thought you guys might like to know. So I've been looking into Emma all this time, and I still have yet to find any differences between her past and present versions. I mean, this is state-of-the-art tech, not something just anybody could pry open and take a look inside. But then I took a peek at Emma's changelog, and that's where things got interesting. It seems Emma was transported to Okinawa at some point after I sold her to Medice. Yes, exactly. Why was the first thing that popped into my head. So I dug around some more, and I found that off the coast of Okinawa, on the island of Kokojima, Medice apparently has a research lab. Oddly enough, its existence is unknown to the public, and when I called to ask for records, nothing came up. Basically, they're running a secret research lab. How crazy is that? So, if Emma's been altered in any way, I would think it had to have been done on that island. Well, guys, wasn't I a super stellar source of information?
Yeah, Woodrow Wilson's probably the worst president we've ever had. He's at least in the bottom 3, for sure.
Is that praise I hear? You mean I did a good job? Woohoo! Go me! Well, guess it's bye for now, Phantom Thieves. Please regale me with tales of your adventure another time.
So what did Ichinose-san say?
Okinawa?
Crystal clear waters?
Shisa statues?
Juicy pineapples?
Shinsuko cookies?
That's not what I was expecting.
Guys, can you snap out of it?
If it's an unregistered facility, we could always say we're conducting a field survey. That way we could ensure their cooperation. We may even find proper evidence that could be used in court. It may be well worth going, but Kokujima is a bit far from the Okinawa mainland. Then I guess we'd have to go by plane.
Wait, what about our precious feathermobile? We've taken it all this way.
That's what you're naming this thing?
Plus, you said it'd be dangerous using public transportation.
Even so, wouldn't it be too complicated to try to reach Okinawa by car?
Give me a sec. Hey, what's up? Yeah, of course I'm aware, but I also have a job to do, you know?
Who's he talking to?
Why would I lie? I'm being honest, I swear. Of course I remember. The thing is, I'm a little... well... Oh.
You got hung up on.
Okay, guys. Plane's a no-go. We're driving.
Huh?
You mean we're going all the way to Okinawa by car?
The thing is, I need to make a stop along the way. So we'll be heading to Kyoto first.
Did you say Kyoto?
Yeah, I primarily work for the Kyoto Police Department. I thought I'd take a moment to catch up, share intel, you know, cop stuff. After that, we head to Kobe. We can take a direct ferry to Okinawa from there. That ought to cut down on time.
But that's still quite a distance, even to Kyoto.
Not to worry, I'll do the driving.
You're tagging along?
Wait, am I to believe that Nijima's been doing all the driving? Okumura, I thought you already had your license.
I do have it. It's just... I don't have much experience behind the wheel.
Plus, Haru's driving is not exactly...
Battlefront 2 or Battlefront 5? No. Battlefront 2. I have not played either of those games, Ethan. I probably will at some point, but... I like Battlefield franchise decently, but it's not something I'm super excited about.
Well, in any case, we're taking off immediately.
If we're leaving from here, you'll need to take the Hokuriku Expressway. The estimated travel time will be...
About 21 hours, give or take.
Gramps is correct.
21 hours? Are you nuts?
You forget I'm an officer of the law? We're badass at driving.
What's with him all of a sudden? It's like he lit a fire under his ass.
Fine by me, so long as I can visit Kyoto at last.
There goes Inari, revealing his true colors.
All right then, let's hit the road. I'll get you rascals there in record time.
Mm-hmm. Hmm?
Even though we cheered?
I can take... Have you decided? Here you go. Will this be a thing? Will this be a thing? Come back soon.
And there they are.
Oh, welcome.
Oh.
Oh,
What? What could it be?
Yeah. A lot of modern games are, Ethan. Like, Far Cry 5 has some pretty stunning graphics to me. And that game's like 3 years old now.
What will it? That's what you. Thank you. That's what you. It's all. That's what. It's all yours. See you. Yo.
No worries.
Indeed.
That was fun while it lasted.
Hmm? Hmm?
Welcome. You done? Want yours? You done? Here, that all? Want yours? You done? Want yours? That all? Want yours? You done? Here you
I
go.
wish there was a way to send
Want
somebody
yours?
to town and say, just buy everything.
What will it be? Is that all you need? Thank you. Thank you.
Hmm? Hmm?
Hey!
Even though we cheered. But you look. Oh, that's dumb. Peace. Thanks.
I don't understand.
Please, just stop. Oh, so.
Thank you for coming. Is that what? Here you are. It's a pop. Here you come back soon. Welcome. Is that all? Thanks a lot.
Even though we cheered.
Hmm? Hmm?
I bought Jedi Fallen Order on Steam, Ethan. I'm going to play it at some point soon. I'm pretty excited to try it out. I've heard mostly good things. I have it, and I will be streaming it in the near future.
That was fun while it lasted.
Okay, I think we bought everything. Okay.
Yo!
Yeah, Sean, Persona 3 is very good. They hadn't completely figured out the social system yet, which is a problem because you spend so much of the game doing that, but Persona 3 is a very good game, yeah. Are you going to do the answer? I don't know if your version has it.
Good evening.
Alright, so I'm going to save before I jump into the RV. And I think we're going to go ahead and call it good for tonight, for the moment. Okay, Sean Ebb, the answer is really... I'm sure you already know it. You probably already know this, but the answer is really hard. Be very careful and think everything through, and make sure you are preparing yourself before you do anything, or else you're gonna... the first time I played the answer, the first random battle I ran into, I died. You have to really think everything out, and you have to really prepare yourself before you go do anything, or else you're just gonna die.
Now then.
Okay. So, I'm gonna call it...
To work.
All right. So, I'm going to go take care of some errands. I'm going to do some stuff. And I'll be back on a little later to play something. It might be this again. It might be firefighter. It might be janitor. I don't know. But I will be back on to do something. So with that in mind,